Minister of State, Mrs. Sam Tan.
Mr. Chairman, Singapore has been working hard these past 12 years to challenge ourselves to become a society with bigger hearts, where all, regardless of age or ability, have hope for a good future. This is what the 3 enabling master plans are about, charting our direction towards a more caring and inclusive society where persons with disabilities or special needs are empowered to participate fully as integral and contributing members. And members may well recall that we first laid the groundwork for an inclusive society by developing services under the first enabling master plan in 2007, that was 12 years ago. We then went on to enhance support and services under the second enabling master plan in 2012. And notably, we set out a dedicated agency, SG Enable or SGE, to support persons with special needs and improve the quality of early intervention and education services. It is on these foundations that we are continuing to push forward under the third enabling master plan, or EMP3. So Ms. Denise Phua asked about the progress of EMP3. Under the EMP3, the government is partnering the community to support persons with special needs and also their caregivers across different stages of life. So we adopt a whole life stage approach. We want to give young children with developmental needs a good start in life. We shall do so by ensuring that they have timely access to quality EI, that is early intervention services. My colleagues, SPS Faisha, will share more details later. For children of schooling age, we want to give every child access to learning opportunities, regardless of their abilities. And from January this year, we have included children with moderate to severe special educational needs under the compulsory education framework. And in her COS speech on Monday, Second Minister for Education, Ms. Indrani Raja, already elaborated about support for these students in mainstream schools. We know that transportation is a key enabler, and have put in place various schemes and subsidies to support persons with special needs. These include the VWO transport subsidy and the taxi subsidy scheme. The government is also continuing improving the accessibility and inclusivity of public transportation. So we will continue to support students as they move from school to the next stage of life. One such example is the School to Work transition program, which matches students who are able to work to suitable training and employment pathways based on their strengths and interests. For job seekers with special needs, MSF and SGE will continue to work with MOE and MON to enhance their employability, expand employment options, and also to promote inclusive hiring. We will continue to help persons with special needs prepare themselves for the workforce. For example, SG Enable works closely with SPD, Autism Resource Center, and the Movement for the Intellectually Disabled of Singapore to match individuals to suitable jobs and help them adjust well into the workforce. I'm therefore heartened that efforts by the government, community, and corporate partners are bearing fruits. However, there is still a lot more that we can do together. So I therefore thank Ms. Denise Phua for her suggestions to identify, individualize, integrate, implement, and also inspect the caregiver support systems. We know that a caregiver's job is never an easy one. Indeed, support for caregivers is another key focus of the EMP3. This is why we launched the Caregivers Port at the Enabling Village last year. It is a place for caregivers to find peer support and also to attend training sessions and organize sharing sessions among themselves. So we also know that caregivers need comprehensive and reliable information on the services available. And to respond to this need, SGE is developing a new online portal that will enable caregivers to find relevant resources easily, including for respite care, as suggested by Dr. Tan Wu Ming. MSF agrees that formal respite services are needed to provide temporary relief for caregivers to prevent burnout. The Drop-in Disability Program, or DDP, is a day respite option for caregivers. MSF-funded disability homes also offer residential respite care services to those who need it. As announced by MOF, the age limit on children with special needs will also be removed for the Grandparent Caregiver Relief Scheme from the year of assessments 2020. Working mothers who seek the help of grandparents to take care of their children with special needs can get tax relief of $3,000, regardless of the child's age. Although these measures will provide welcome support, we also know that many caregivers worry about what will happen to them, to their loved ones there when they are older. I will speak more about this later in my speech. For now, I will speak on MSF's forward plans to enable persons with special needs to maximize their potential. So this Ms. Denise Paul made a very passionate point yesterday on the importance of creating awareness on the EMP3. She also suggested that the enabling master plans have to be a living document, and more people and organizations should be co-opted to co-shape and co-implement solutions. I agree with her fully. So in 2019, MSF will deepen our engagement with various stakeholders, including persons with special needs and their caregivers, voluntary welfare organizations, employers, technology providers, and educational institutions. Doing so will not only allow us to better coordinate and provide targeted support to meet the varied needs of differently abled persons across disability groups, but also increase awareness of the enabling master plans. And together we can co-create the hardware, software, and the hardware of an inclusive Singapore. I'm therefore very happy to announce that we will form 2 cross-sectoral work groups involving people, private and public sector partners to focus on employability and independent living. The first work group will look at partnering or preparing persons with special needs for the future economy by enhancing access to lifelong learning opportunities and employment pathways. We must prepare our citizens with special needs for the jobs of today and also tomorrow. I'm therefore very grateful that Ms. Denise Paul has very kindly agreed to co-chair this work group with me to study this issue further with the relevant stakeholders in the public, private, and the people sectors, including WSG and E2I. So I will also co-chair another work group with presidents of SPD, who is also a former NMP, Ms. Chia Yong-yong, to look into promoting independent living through technology and design in the home setting, as well as within the community. Mr. Chairman, all of us want to have assurance that the needs of our loved ones and those of our own will continue to be met when we enter our senior years. Dr. Tan Wu Ming asked about support for seniors who worry about their children with special needs. We have set up the Special Needs Trust Fund, a trust company, SNTC, to support parents and caregivers of persons with special needs in future care planning and financial security. This includes planning for their future expenses, for accommodation, health, and other care needs. Mr. Darrell David has asked about support measures for those who have lost their mental capacity. All Singaporeans need to plan for our own golden years. Having a lasting power of attorney, or LPA, will give us peace of mind, knowing that a trusted loved one is empowered to act for us should we lose mental capacity. It will also enable our caregivers to act confidently in providing care for us. I thank Mr. Dennis Tan for his suggestions to do more to protect certificate issuers by amending the LPA form. Well, we will consider this in our ongoing review of the LPA form. Yet there are a number of seniors who may not have the support of family members. They may be single or married but childless. MSF has introduced 2 community support options to help these Singaporeans plan ahead in the event of them losing their mental capacity. The first is the Professional Deputies and Donees Scheme, or in short, PDD, which was launched in September last year. Under these schemes, individuals can procure the service of a registered PDD to make major decisions on their behalf, such as liquidating the property to finance their care, to assure individuals that their interests will be protected. We have put in place a training course for PDDs and also put in place a very robust measures to ensure that all the regulations and practices are monitored. 20 individuals are registered as PDD so far, and MSF will continue to train more suitable persons to be PDDs and raise awareness of the PDD services. Mr. Chairman, with your permission, may I display a slide on the screen? Just one slide. Thank you. To complement the PDD scheme, MSF launched a 2-year Community Kin Service, or CKS in short. This is a pilot launch in 2018. The scheme allows partner VWOs to manage the day-to-day expenses of a senior who has lost mental capacity through the authority of a court order and also under the close supervisions of the Office of the Public Guardian. This could include passing the senior a fixed cash amount from his bank account so that he can buy food and groceries and make payments for the senior's utility bills so that he will not experience the disruption in the electricity and water supplies. And with the help of the community kin, the senior can stay within a community that is familiar with while receiving dedicated care. So with all these schemes in place, we hope that Singaporeans will be able to prepare for their future and also be supported through their golden years. So, Mr. Chairman, now allow me to speak in Mandarin. 我们向来的愿景就是要打造一个每个国人都有能力贡献的包容社会。过去几年，我们一直努力不懈地朝这个目标前进，不断地挑战，争取成为一个更加宽容的社会，一个不管年龄和能力，人人都能够对未来抱有着美好希望的一个温馨社会。在座的议员可能记得，我们在2007年时推出首个加强残障服务总蓝图 （Enabling Master Plan）， 这开始了我们打造包容社会的工作，并且从2012年通过第2个加强残障服务总蓝图，为我们的残障人士在人生不同的阶段里提供支持和服务。在第3个残障服务总蓝图下，我们将为有特别需要者在人生的各个阶段进一步提供支持，协助他们能够更加独立的生活。我们也知道看护责任不仅消耗体力，而且也非常的费心费神。协助看护者能够更好照顾他们的亲人，也同时能够更好的照顾自己，是第3个总蓝图的重点之一。不过，想要这些计划行之有效，我们需要整个社会，包括公共、私人的民间机构跟领域齐心合力、紧密合作。为此呢，我将以一批志同道合并且关心残障人士者，成立2个跨领域的工作小组。第1个小组专注于利用科技改善特需者的生活素质。这个小组的联合主席是 SPD 的主席前管委员谢庸庸女士。另外一个小组，这是以通过加强终身学习机会和置业途径，提高特需者的收入情况。这个小组的联合主席是自闭资源中心主席，也是我们的国会议员潘丽萍女士。我们每一个人都能够希望安度晚年，所有的国人都必须未雨绸缪，提早为晚年打算。为此，我们制定了持久授权书，简称 LPA 的机制。制定持久授权书，就是委任一名家庭成员或者我们信赖的朋友，成为被授权者。当我们在失去心智能力的时候呢，这些授权者可以代我们行事或者做出决定。清楚委任可以为我们做出决定的人，不仅能够减少我们的后顾之忧，也同时能够减少 看护者的顾虑。同时，我们了解身边有一些无亲无故的老人，在丧失心智能力时无所依靠。他们可能是单身人士，也可能已经结了婚，但是膝下无子，没有子女。家庭与社会家庭发展部因此推出2项社区资源支持计划，协助这些国人提早打算跟安排。第一项计划是去年9月推出的专业代理人和专业被授权人，就是 Professional Deputies and Donors， 简称 PDD 的计划。在这个计划下，个人可以雇佣专业代理人，在日后为他们做出重要的决定，比如清算财产以资助护理。这项协定设有安全机制，可保障个人的利益。例如，专业代理人必须向公共监护人办公室定期提交报告，记录为授权者所做的各项决定。我们也同时为专业代理人提供特别的训练，确保他们有能力和信誉去支持委任者付托给他们的重要责任。为补助专业代理人和专业被授权人计划，社会与家庭发展部也在去年推出为期2年的社区亲人试验计划 （Community Kin Service Pilot）。年长者可在这项计划下委任授权志愿福利团体代为管理财产或者财务。通过提令被授权的志愿福利团体可以每个月从年长者的银行户头提出小部分的金额支付他们的日常生活费或者医药费用。社区亲人试验计划的首个个案是一名78岁独居在1房式房屋的老先生。医生已经证明他没有足够的心智能力能够管理日常的财务。在这个计划之下呢，来自授权志愿福利团体的社工负责支付他的水电费，社工也每个星期探望他2次，给他生活费，让他可以继续原有的生活，日常生活，比如去附近的咖啡店去买他喜欢吃的食物。在社区亲人的协助下，年长者可以在原地养老，继续在熟悉的邻里社区里面有所依靠。这项计划由公共监护人办公室监管，以确保年长者的钱财不会被滥用。有了这些计划，我们希望国人能够提早为晚年打算，并在晚年的时候呢有所依靠。Mr. Chairman, all of us can play a part in fostering a caring and inclusive society for all Singaporeans, regardless of their age and their ability. So this is one journey where I hope all Singaporeans, particularly those who are interested and have concern over persons with disabilities or different abilities, can partner us to walk this journey together. Thank you.